Absolutely, it will. Better Twist will head around as one of the shortest priced favourites of the day. And the Dunstan Horse Feeds 3-year-old Diamonds, there she is, $1.55, Craig Thompson. $3.40 for La Rosa, $7 off and gone. A little bit of a spec around her price off the inside. But what was your reaction to the $1.55 post-barrier draw?
Well, I thought it was probably fair. I don't think it's overs and I don't think it's unders. I would have had it at $1.50. What you do is you map your own market, you know, and you decide whether it's value or not, and I think they've got it exactly right at $1.55. Barrier 8's not a great draw for her, we know that, but she doesn't have great gate speed anywhere, Matt. I mean, every time that she's won, she's never blasted off the gate. She's always worked to the breeze or she's worked to the front mid-stages. No difference, it's just harder to do around Cambridge than it is to do around any other track.
Well, when Greg O'Connor spoke to Natalie Rasmussen earlier on in the week, she suggested that La Rosa was going to be awfully hard to beat, and the speed map would suggest she's going to get her chance.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's different 1980 at Addington than it is 1609 at Cambridge because you've got less time to get into the race. La Rosa maps to lead here from barrier number 3. Often Gone, I think, will sit in the trial because it's the perfect place to be behind the second favourite. And then it's how long does it take for your $1.55 favourite to get outside La Rosa? She's not going to be in front of her, but how long does it take to get outside her? And is it going to be at the bell or is it going to be at the 800 metre mark, Matt? That's the key to this race. She's got to get into a dogfight. For me, for Better Twist to win, she's got to be putting the pressure on an awful long way out. She can't afford to wait to the 600 to do it.
Well, she put the pressure on here in the Oaks at her most recent start. Better Twist loomed into it. La Rosa, look, she'd probably win 20 out of the last 30 Oaks with the run, but she's just run into a champion filly.
But it happens year in, year out where you see very good horses. Classy Brigade's a classic example. We keep running into Lazarus. Had Lazarus not been there, he would have probably won 7 or 8 Group 1s. But she's run into a superstar filly in Better Twist. She has got the advantage of the draw. She will be your leader, no excuses. She's clearly your second pick in the race because she'll be in front. But is there any value in it? Better Twist is a better filly. She's proven to be a better filly, but La Rosa gets her chance this week.
Often Gone ran the second best last mile there, 153.7 for a 2,600 metre race.
Yep.
Almost unheard of 5-6 years ago for fillies to be running those sort of times off the back of a staying event.
And when we look at her video, you'll see that she's a very potent horse with the right run. We saw that a couple of starts ago, Matt, and when she gets that right run, she can finish it off. Perfect barrier draw. She's actually the bet in the race. From barrier 1, she's going to either lead or trail, more likely trail. From there, she's absolute top 3, and she's at a better price than Better Twisters to win. So she's the bet.
Okay, Better Twists trainer Hayden Cullen, he's enjoying the ride with this wonderful filly.
She's come for it very well. If anything, she's probably a bit sharper than she's ever been, you know, so I'm really happy with her. She's healthy and well, and, you know, work's been great at home. So, yeah, she's drawn a horrid draw, really. It's probably La Rosa's race to lose, to be fair, the way she's been going. She's had a bit of a purple patch at the moment. So, yeah, she's going to be a great chance, but she's going to have to be very good to win.
And she is good, she's gutsy and she's versatile. If anyone could take on La Rosa from the draw that Better Twist's got, it's her.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's going to have to get outside her at some stage there, Mark, and, you know, it'll be survival of the fittest, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to the tempo of the race and how it's run, as it was in the Neville final, Craig, at Group 1. You've got Darling Me, who was luckless in this race, Often Gone, very good. La Rosa found the line well. What do you take out of this Group 1 event heading into Sunday?
Well, what I took out of this event was that she had a very good run, and then she went into the Oaks and probably just had a tough run leading into that. The Oaks run wasn't ideal, but this run, when she posited it on the back of a very good filly and dashed up the inside and runs into a clear second, I thought it was an excellent run. As I said, she hasn't gone on a bad race all season. She's got the barrier draw to use. Absolute top 3 chance. And as I said, $1.75, I think it's pretty good money.
Well, Robert Dunn trains Often Gone, and Mark asked him a short time ago what he made of her off the gate.
Well, you know, one good draw for the day we'll take. Well, we've actually got 2, which is about right for the dual day for us. We've got to use that draw. She's got super speed herself. And, of course, La Rosa is the key to this race, I feel. La Rosa leads, she'll stay in front. If she doesn't lead, we'll stay in front. And because, you know, we've got to utilise the draw and utilise the fact that, you know, the other champs are drawing out wide. So we've got to go forward. Hopefully La Rosa will lead. If she doesn't lead, as I said, we'll lead. And she could be better off and gone. I mean, bad draw in the Oaks, bad draw in the Neville fillies. So got to put that behind us. Now we've got a good draw. So let's hope it comes into play and she can, you know, be right there at the finish.
Craig, I'm picking they'll be happy to take a trail behind La
Oh,
Rosa.
absolutely. I mean, there is that possibility. La Rosa doesn't score up. We've seen that in the past. But, I mean, she's been good of late. And
She can fly the gate when she does.
well, she can. Have a look at this. This is when she drew barrier 7 and crossed them very, very easily. We saw it again in the Oaks. Again, good gate speed out wide, gets across them. I map her finding the front, and she's going to be really hard to beat around a really tight turning track at Cambridge. If you're on the market pegs, Matt, it's a huge advantage. Even for Better Twist, as good as she is, sitting parked out at Cambridge is a lot different sitting parked out than Eddington.
Okay, well, there she is, La Rosa, holding off a Brave Off and Gone. Do you see her as a horse that you could back, Craig, La Rosa?
I think her price at the moment is about what she's going to start on the day. So if you think she's going to drift, I don't think that'll happen. I think Better Twist is always going to take money, but people will react on La Rosa's performance in the last 2 weeks and love to be on a leader. So I think if you're going to back outside the favourite, she's your next best bet. If you're going to back something for a place, you're going to back the horse that's drawn barrier 1.
I thought Darling Me off the second row, if you're playing those top 4 markets, even a wider trifecta pool. She was luckless in the size, obviously scratched out of the Oaks. She's a very, very good filly when she's on
I talked to
song.
Steve Telfer on Friday about her, and he just said, listen, we're not going to take her to the workouts. She's had a trip back. They've treated her for it. They're more happy with her. They're going to work on Tuesday morning, get a better guide for her. My concern is missing that race, and they're missing work leading into this race. She, on her form leading into the Oaks, was a great place bet. She's had a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of wait and see. I'll see how she parades on Sunday.
Okay, well, John Morrison is aboard Life's a Beach drawn the second row. She's been ultra consistent through her campaign, just keeps getting better and better. And a couple of weeks ago, I went out to his base and we had a chat about his career and all, and this very talented filly.
We're in the cup, so hopefully we win. Damn it.
How many years ago?
Oh, shit. When was that? That was a long time ago now.
You probably can't say shit. Let's start again. Right, we're going for real this time. Okay. Clearly a young man with one thing on your mind and one thing only, though.
Yeah, at that stage, that's all it was. I remember when I was really young, I probably wasn't that into the horses, and then I remember I stayed at home one day because I was made out I was sick where I really wasn't, and Dad went to the races with one horse and it won, and we got that much excitement out of it winning. I just started going to the races after that, and we didn't get a winner for another 12 years, I don't think, but I kept going. But yeah, after that it was just racing.
Over backseat check, here's My Sisters, a star storming home. Motu Speedy Star hanging on. This is win 1 for John Morrison, you better believe it. Brilliant victory, and good young kid gets the winning post first for the first time. That's a highlight today.
Life's a Beach probably has been a big part of this season, really. I started on her as a maid, and she done a really good job in a short time to be where she is now. And Tony's done a great job from where she was a few months ago to where she is now. And yeah, she's a very good trainer, Tony, as we know over the years. And yeah, she's a lovely wee filly. We can see that she can do a bit of work and finish it off, and she can be driven for one run. And yeah, sort of one of those horses that can do a bit of everything in a race and still be thereabouts.
Brave, very brave in the Southland Oaks.
Very, very brave there. She went a cracking race there, really. And she was still closing in even the last bit as well, so yeah, it was one of those races. It's, you know, like she went a good race, and you know, over 2-7 she really stuck it out well. So yeah, we just need the luck and the right draws and things in those big races, and yeah, when it works out it's all good. But yeah, she's going good anyway.
Over a mile around Cambridge.
Don't think it would worry her if the speed was on. She can follow speed, she's got speed herself. It's sort of tempo races doesn't really worry her too much. She's sort of got enough to capitalise, but obviously you still need to get the good trip through the middle, and that most of the time in those big races you've got to be in the right spots. So yeah, I think just as long as she gets a decent trip, she can figure there somewhere.
And Life's a Beach could be the horse to get you a Group 1. What would that feel like on Jules Day at Cambridge with the big crowd there wearing the Woodlands colours?
Well, it'd be a good feeling, but it's just got to get there first, don't you? I suppose that's the main thing. But it'll be a good feeling. But I try not to think too much about those things. Just try and get there and get the job done. It's the main thing. But yeah, it'd be one of those. Yeah, just being on a big day like that would be tops, really. I suppose it would be pretty big. I've been really lucky with all the people that have supported me. Like, I've got a lot of people that support me, and I only get the reins for 10 minutes or so, and they're the ones behind the scenes that do all the work.
Leading the junior premiership once again is John Morrison, currently on 49 victories, and there'll be a no pressure scenario second row with Life's a Beach in the 3-year-old Diamonds.